And then once you have the air intake boots tightened, then that's the end. You just have to put your beauty cover on top of the engine again, and congratulations, you finished your first throttle body service. I'll see you next time on Uncle John's Garage. This is my favorite part. Oh. Sorry about that. First of all, thank you for asking me to actually say something to the senior class. I'm not sure I'm particularly the right person to ask about this, but I guess what I wanted to talk about just for a minute is attributions. If you are doing something, even if it's based on the situation, it's not the person that you are, is other people watching you will make decisions about what kind of person they think you are. So if you quit because you're bored, people won't see that you're bored and you're quitting. What they'll see is you're quitting, and that must be who you are. Think about the kind of attributions we make about other people that we don't know all the time. The homeless are bums. You know, they're just lazy and they don't want to work. Whereas maybe that's not particularly true. Maybe it's because they have mental disorders and they just are incapable. People think about drug addicts. They're just lazy. They just can't handle life. Well, maybe it's because at this particular time that they're seriously addicted and physiologically they just can't go without that drug anymore. And they're doing what they need to do to survive. But I think really what I want to talk about is quitting. What would you think about an Olympic athlete who was winning and who right before the finish line just walked off the field? I mean, I think you'd be upset at them. Like, you had this, you got it, but you threw it away. What would you think about someone who got a full scholarship to something like Harvard, hint, hint, and then the semester before they graduated, not the first semester, but the last semester before they graduated, they quit? I mean, would you think that was a good idea? Would you think that, well, they're really strong individuals because they quit? I hate to sound like an adult who's trying to give you a lecture, but there are going to be times in life when you have to do things that you don't really want to. Think about a video game that you like to play. What you don't see is the months or years of very hard work that those individuals put in to actually making that game, even though you like to play it. Think about a married couple that you see. What you see is two people who are happy at the time, and that you're not seeing the times when they fought, when money was difficult and they argued. What you see at the end is really the happy couple. These are, in fact, rapidly changing times. We were not able to continue doing what we were doing before. I really am sorry that I'm not going to be able to say goodbye to those students that I've had for the whole year. I know that many of you know that I don't really, apart from my parents being still alive, I don't really have much of a family. I think of my co-teachers as my brothers and sisters. Well, maybe due to my age, maybe they're nieces and nephews. And that my students are like my children. I really care about every one of them. And that even though there are those students who wish that I didn't care so much about them, I care about you immensely. And I put I know that'd be a lie. No, not all of my energy, but as much energy as I can into helping you, to be the best that you can. It's about control. It's about taking control over your life. You don't want to give up control and have somebody else take control for you. The kind of opportunities that you'll get if you allow other people to have control over you are going to be not the ones that you necessarily wanted. And there won't be very many of them. You won't get very much choice. So I do want you to do the things that you want to do. Aim high for yourself. Don't aim low because you think that you can't get there. You may not know if you can get there or not. Maybe that goal is too high, but maybe it isn't. Maybe there's a way to get there and you just haven't explored all the possibilities. But if you surrender control, then other people will take control of you. I think back at the drug addict example is there was a time in their lives when they could have regained control of their life, but they let it go too long. You are feeling very motivated right now. You are feeling like super person. When I snap my fingers, you will wake up feeling very refreshed and highly motivated. Did it work? Thank you for offering me the opportunity to speak to you before you leave high school. But I gotta go in a minute. The Queen's gonna call and she's got some questions about Harry and Meghan apparently. Cheerio!